All systems go. Let's rock and fucking roll. Yeah! Let's get this shit fucking amped up. So, apparently it's Friday, from what I'm seeing here. It's 1 NOV 2019. Start date. That would be 1 November 2019. Out here in hyperspace. Get that bag is the mission for 495L4. Fourth quarter. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Touchdown. Ha, ha, ha. But, yeah, man. We're just out here navigating, you know. Just out here hovering, flight navigating, rolling, dipping, steady fucking cooling. So, let's talk about what happened between Jamz and Jack Frost. Well, looks like both sides, at least for the moment, looks like they just kind of let it go, which is good. That's good, man. We need more of that. We need more peace on earth type activities. I think Jimmy Jamz realized very quickly that his perception of Jack Frost was such that Jimmy didn't really want to, he didn't want to keep it going, man. And I think Frost thought about keeping it going for a minute. But then he too was just kind of like, you know what? Shit ain't worth it. You know what I mean? And I think by that, I think Frost saved face, man. I think he really did. You know? I don't know Frost personally, man. I hope the rumors aren't true. I hope he's not, you know, doing the kind of stuff that people said or claimed that he was, man, alleged. You know? Looks like he's taking care of his pops, which is good, you know? And, you know, maybe Snow Billy was just going hard on him just to, like, be bored talking, you know? Out west, we call it bored talking, you know? Or capping or snapping, you know, where you just talk shit about a motherfucker, you know? So hopefully the rumors aren't true. Hopefully Jack ain't, you know, smoking like Kat said that he was, man. And, you know, Jack, man, he got his BBN network, you know, in the Bronx. We give the Bronx props. You know, as long as Jack is reporting the news, man, and keeping it kosher, you know what I mean? And shit. I ain't got no ill feelings toward the dude personally. I don't know him, you know. I'll still peep his network, you know, from time to time, see what's going on in the Bronx, you know. Bronx in the house. No, I'm just being honest, man, the 5 boroughs, you know. I don't disrespect any of the boroughs, you know. But yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see if they keep it on the coup level. They ain't mentioning each other right now, you know, and they're just doing their own things, you know, staying in their own lanes, handling their own respective business. So, shout outs to peace. Ha ha, for real. So yeah, man, what's going on with the Astros, man, in the wake of the World Series, man? I heard that one of the players like distanced himself from the team, man. I read that shit. Let's look it up, man. Let's see what's going on, man, with that. Like, he distanced himself from the team. What are they talking about, man? That seems kind of, I don't know, man. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone give a shit? Someone does, man, because when I look at the analytics, this show is definitely, it's definitely requested on demand a bunch of different times throughout the week. So thank you to each and every one of you. I am Once Grove. This is C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. Yes, indeed, we are C4C casting 495 celebrities. Oh, shit. That was raucous. All right, so let's get to it. Let's see if the Sycamore chip is doing what it's supposed to in the quantum realm of entanglement. Here we go. Let's skid it. Come on, Goog. Let's go, Goog. Let's go, Google. Astros player distances himself after World Series. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Yep, right here. This is, what is it, Trib? I don't know if it's Tribe or Trib. There's no E after the B as in Bravo. T-R-I-B, live. Is it Trib live? It says, quote, 1 day ago, Garrett Cole moves swiftly to distance himself from Astros. Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck? That was my attempt at, I almost said Bavarian, but that would be, would it be Swede? Swedish. What the fuck? You're probably like, come on, Grove, that's not really close to Swedish. The fuck it is? Go ahead. Okay. You stop, I stop. You go, I go. Motherfucking, understand? That shit show. I mean, it's like, come on, man, these people in America, it's like, hello? Is today the first day that everyone learned how to fucking drive? Get the fuck out! It says, you guys were like, okay, Grove, not only was that dumb, but that was also a sudden outburst. And was it called for? Probably not. All right, so Fox. Let's see, published 31, OCT 2019 start date. That would be yesterday, October 31st. Shout outs to October 31st, yesterday. All right, last update, 18 hours ago, quote, Garrett Cole wears Boras core hat. Distances, I don't know what that's a reference to. I'm sure people out there are like, yeah, Boras core hat. Yeah, that's that. You know exactly what that means. I don't know what that means. Distances himself from Astros moments after World Series loss. Damn, dude was just like, yo, I'm fucking is out. Like, man, see ya. What? All right, let's try to figure out. For those of you who know, okay. Oh, I see right here. Because he's a pending free agent, according to Fox here. A pending free agent. Okay. As the star pitcher donned a baseball cap bearing his agent's logo. Reporters, he was not an employee of the team. Wow, so dude's just like, yo, man, I'm fucking gonna go and get my money elsewheres. Interesting, man. Well, talk about loyalty. You know, loyalty, wow. That's, I mean, dang. I mean, but, you know, I'm just trying to, like, feel how he might feel. You know, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. All right, so let me try to imagine that for a minute. All right, so he's with the Astros. They play a really fucking dope season, man. Like, they have that crazy after season celebration. After game, you know, celebration that I talked about was probably the craziest I've ever seen of any, like, post game celebration. They were spraying each other with the, like, Moet, or whatever it was. I don't know, some type of fucking champagne. And they just look really, like, strong, like Texans, you know, like, stronged up, like, spray, you know, yeah, dude, we're the Astros. And then dude's like, man, I got to get the fuck out of here. I don't know, man, maybe it's the Texas heat or something. Combination of shit, you know, some dust in the wind type shit. All we are is dust in the wind. I don't know, man. Shit. Texas is a hard fucking core state, man. He might have just been like, yo, man, I've been here for too long. And I'm out. But yeah, man, so what a trip. What a trip. See, what else is going on? So we talked about the beef between Jack Frost and Jimmy Jamz that was, I guess, muted, or is it fair to say, man, at this point, squashed? I'll go with squashed. Which is good. Like I said, Shout outs to peace on earth. Can we get a little bit more of that peace? More of that peace? Little bit more of that peace on earth. On earth. 495 L4 calls for peace on earth. On earth. Nah, but seriously, man. You know what I was thinking about earlier? Probably like Grove. Not exactly, but I'm sure you're going to tell us right about now. Right about now. So what I was thinking about was, you know, these young fucking thugs, you know, their whole like thuggery. Well, so let's talk about like Bone Thugs, for example, right? Bone Thugs was the group, like the dynamite like group of the 1990s. I've given many a dissertation on the subject of Bone Thugs, because Bone Thugs is my favorite rap group of all times. Now you heard. But Bone Thugs, man, and Bone Thugs, because it is not to negate. Well, it is kind of not in the negative like toward Bone, but they're not currently thugs, and I don't know that they. I mean, you know, like they were thugging on the streets. Obviously, clearly they were. You know what I mean? But like they're really smart dudes, man, that knew when to turn it off. Like they're like, all right, we got this money, we're done. You know what I mean? Like we'll talk about the shit that we lived through, but we ain't out there doing that lifestyle anymore, man. Fuck that shit. And that's smart, man. That's smart. You know, I mean, that's wise, man. And Eazy-E was a smart businessman. He was a smart dude. He really was. And so he inculcated them with certain wisdom, man. He bestowed upon them certain wisdom. And I was listening to Busy Bones interview the other night. I like Busy, man. I like them all, man. You know? And I was, but I watch Busy a lot, because Busy's been really proactive in the, these guys are legacy, man. They've stayed relevant. Like Busy Bone just put out an album, man. He just did the Carbon Monoxide. And I was listening to his flows, man, and he still got it. I was like, damn, Busy Bone just dropped an album in 2019. You know what I mean? And it doesn't sound lackluster, man. It's still Busy Bone, and it's even like better. Like it's like, wow, this dude, like these guys never, man, it's crazy. Bone Thug, man, the universe has blessed Bone Thugs. They never age. These dudes, I know some people think that they're like evil and wicked, satanic, demonic, and that they sold their souls. I think that they're spiritual, man. I don't think that they did. I mean, they talk about how they played around with the Ouija board, but in terms of like the universe, man, the universal matrix, all-seeing God, God's eye, mind, matrix universe, the universe is blessed, man. Bone Thugs, man. 5 true thugs from the double Glock. How did it go? 5 true thugs from the double Glock. Busy, wish, lazy, flesh. And that, okay, busy. I'm trying to remember how he did it. I know it's busy, wish, lazy, crazy, and flesh. I know that, but I'm trying to remember the order that he did it in. 5 true thugs from the double Glock. Busy, wish, flesh, crazy. 5 true thugs from the double Glock. Lazy, crazy. Oh, okay. I think that it was it, and that nigga flesh. I think they ended with the nigga flesh. Lazy, crazy, busy. Lazy, crazy, lazy bone, crazy bone, busy bone. Why do I have a blank there? Lazy, crazy, busy, wish, flesh. Lazy, crazy, busy, wish, flash. Lazy, crazy, busy, wish, and that nigga flesh. Is that how he said it? Probably not, man. Lazy bone, crazy bone, busy bone, wish bone, and that nigga flesh. Some shit like that, man. But when I heard that shit for the fucking first, I mean, I could play it, but I don't want to do some copyright infringement shit. You know what I mean? Like, I could just play the fucking track here. And I know sometimes, like, YouTube will allow a motherfucker to get a reaction video in, but they could also, like, put a stop to it. And I don't want to put this, episode out and then it's, like, flagged for copyright infringement. Like, I know some dudes, they got the whole market where they'll play a little snippet of a song and they got the timing down. They know how many seconds they could do it before, like, the copyright shit flags. But I ain't even trying to go there, man. But it's something like that. But when I heard that shit for the first time, I was like, damn. And it was like, how did the Ouija shit go? Dear Mr. Ouija. Oh my God. Mr. Ouija. These niggas was fucking with the Ouija board. Don't ever do that shit. Like, some people think that there's something about the Ouija board, man, in the universe. Like, that opens portals. Like, I mean, some people think it's just a board game that you could just go and buy from the grocery store. There's something about humans interfacing on some Ouija shit. Like, oh, man, like, my crew actually used to fuck with the Ouija board too, man, and weird shit happened. So listen, man, I'm telling you straight up. I know there are like a zillion Ouija boards that were made, and anyone can go and get one. When the universe sees that you're playing with that shit, there's just something about it. There's something about the invocation of, like, the spirit world. Some people think it's a joke. I'm telling you straight up, man. We made Ouija boards and weird shit happen. Like, we'd sit around, like, straight up, smoke weed and drink, and, like, make a Ouija board. And we would concentrate our mind energy because we believed in the shit and weird shit would happen. When the universe and spirit see that you're fucking with the Ouija shit, like, on that mind energy shit, the universe is like, oh, okay, they're in Ouija mode. All right. And spirits are like, yes, Ouija mode. Dude, don't fuck with that shit, man. I'm telling you, man, the universe, man, there's something dark about it. When your mind starts to go into Ouija mode, like, you don't even need a Ouija board. That's the whole thing that people don't understand. It's just what you do with your human mind. You start to access other levels of reality, man. The Ouija board is just an instrument to get you focused. I shouldn't be telling people shit like this, man, because I know way too much about it, man. But I'm just telling y'all, man, please stay away from the Ouija board. Like, no bullshit, man. I'm telling you, there was a time, man, when I was into dark arts. Like dark magic shit. Like, don't go there. Don't fucking go there, because the universe is watching and recording everything, and it sees what you're doing, man. And so does the spirit world. And you start dragging shit into your realm, man, into your zone space. And oh yeah, there's definitely other types of energies out here, man, that overlap with our own. And when you start calling for it, man, it comes. Just like those people fucking with that electronic voice shit. Yeah, the voice phenomenon shit, EVP shit, dude, that shit, people think that shit's a joke too. That shit ain't no joke. So, the universe, for some reason, man, blessed, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Blessed up Bone Thugs and Harmony, and these guys never age. Like, they straight up never age. Like, Busy Bone, all of them look brand new. Like, their album, like their Creeping on a Come Up album from 94. It looks like they dropped that shit yesterday. The Busy Bone album is dope, dude. I like it. The Carbon Monoxide, let me check it out. Hold up. Let's go, Sycamore Chip. Busy Bone, Carbon Monoxide. Google is rolling today. It's got the Sycamore quantum compute. Man, we fucking with quantum computing, man. 2019 is the year that 495L4 accesses quantum computing technology. The Sycamore chip has been created. Let's see. St. Clair Thug, Stupid, Alpha Mentality, Obama, Skit, When I Land in Cleveland, FTP, Stalking Me, Enigma, Unlucky Ones, Trophies, Ruthless, Skit. Remember What Easy Said. Boom, there's that wisdom from Easy. That's track number 12, man. He said, remember what Easy said. Shout outs to the late Eric Wright, a.k.a. Easy motherfucking E. West Coast legend. He said, let's see. Number track 13, All We Got Is Each Other. 14, Running From One Time. Yeah! He said, putting me on my knees, telling me moving, I'm dead, cause I'm killing all yo. Putting me on my knees, telling me moving, I'm dead, cause I'm killing all yo. Putting me on my knees, telling me moving, I'm dead, cause I'm killing all y'all bitches, turning them blue suits red. And then I'm coming to that funeral to shoot that bitch up, because I know that's where y'all niggas is bound to meet up. Cop killers all over the chest mine. 22 shots of the some shit, man. What? He said, you don't want to fuck with Bone, nigga. He said, because it really ain't shit to pull a trigger on a copper. Some of y'all going, so what did he say? Some of y'all going down, because I'm going down Papa. Some motherfuck y'all coppers. Some trying to catch me slipping and I'll pop ya. Pop, pop. Dude, that shit was crazy. That shit was brazy, blood. Like, what? That was my Bosco 100 impersonation impression. Let me see. 15, carbon monoxide. Schmurda. Carbon monoxide. Man, Busy Bone is still doing it. You see what I'm saying? But look, the whole point, man, is that you got some cats, man, now, and they're lost, man, in this world, man. They're on some thuggery shit. But it ain't like a Tupac like type thuggery, man. It ain't a Bone Thugs type thuggery. For those of y'all who don't know, Bone Thugs recorded with Tupac and they recorded with Biggie. Because Easy told them, look, don't get involved in this beef shit. Y'all don't need to go there. Y'all are on a different level of this shit. Like, don't fuck with the beef between the East and the West. So Bone took it to heart, man. And they rock with Tupac and they rock with Biggie separately. It's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. Or how did it go? Yeah, something like that. It's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. That shit was tight. And then they did the track with I had all the Bone. I have all the Bone stuff, man. I have it in storage. Out on the West Coast at a remote underground location. But yeah, man, I've got all the cassette tapes. Oh yeah, The Art of War. It's The Art of War. The Art of War. That shit was dope, man. Tupac, he said, well, it must be close to Armageddon, y'all. Something like that. I think that wasn't that Biggie? Didn't Biggie come in on, or I'm sorry, what the fuck am I saying? Biggie's not going to be on that Tupac track. I believe it was Busy. I think it was Busy who comes in. He's like, well, it must be close to Armageddon. I was like, oh, shit. What? That was in the 1990s. And this nigga said, well, it must be close to Armageddon. I was like, oh, my God. Salute. Oh, shit. It's that season for sneezing. But yeah, man. You know, look. Their thug architecture, they were smart, to say the least, incredibly wise brothers, and are still from Cleveland, Ohio. And they understood the schematic, the blueprint, and how to put it all together, man, and make it happen, make it work. I feel bad, man, for some of these on one hand, but on the other hand, it's pathetic. Some of these kids nowadays, man. Listen, if you guys are out here, and this is a positive message that I'm broadcasting, if you youngsters are out here, man, and you're listening to this podcast, and you guys call yourselves young thugs, look, man, Bone did it in a time in history when it was a different time than now, okay? It's like trying to be a World War II vet when you live in the year 2019. You cannot be a World War II vet. You can go, like Too Short said, he said, you want some stripes? Take your ass to the service. All right? So you wear colors and shit, man, and you have pride in your neighborhood. That's cool. But other than that, man, don't be thugging out here, man. Because even if and when you decide to join the military, like if you decide that military service is what you want to do, like post high school, if you go down that path, man, listen, you can be a soldier for America and for the world and your community. But you can't be a World War II veteran because World War II is over and it will never happen again on this timeline. So that being said, you can't thug anymore the way that Bone Thugs thugged, all right? Because that is over with. Like, Bone Thugs call themselves Bone Thugs. But, man, these streets nowadays, man, you can't be out here. Can't be out here doing what was going on back then, man. Because the police, law enforcement, the surveillance, mass surveillance society, Orwellian society that we live in, you will get hemped up. You will be hemped up, man. So you might as well not go down that path, man. You know what I tell youngsters of today? I tell them like this. Don't even join a gang, man. Okay, when you see rappers apparently glorifying, condoning, embellishing the gang life, a lot of them, man, like me, we're not really glorifying it. We're actually telling you a cautionary tale. We're saying don't do it. Like, straight up. Like, if you want to follow what I do, and you're a youngster, and you're like, Grove, man, I know you were an after-school coach, man. You know? And, you know, with county schools, like, I know you were an after-school coach with county schools. And I know that you were a mentor and a gang interventionist that brought gangs together, man, at picnics and, like, to the table, man, to have discussions, man. To work things out. Brother's gonna work it out. Sister's gonna work it out. Yeah, I did that, man. I did that. I worked with another gang interventionist, man, who brought me in and mentored me. And I did that. So, and one of them, there was another one who was a Washington State Husky player, friend of mine from high school. He was older than me, but he was, he played with the Washington State Huskies, man, at the University of Washington, and he was a gang interventionist as well. And the first person, the gentleman, the man who brought me into the world of gang interventionism, gang intervention, he's from Chicago originally, married with children, and so one day I was at this downtown area. And he's just chilling at this bus stop, which is where all these different gangs used to hang out. And he was just like, man, I've seen you down here before. I'm like, yeah, man, I believe I've seen you too. I'm like, what's your name? What's your name? And he's like, yeah, my name is such and such. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a gang interventionist. And I was like, gang interventionist? He's like, yeah, man, what I do is I help bring gangs together, man, so that they can, like, talk things out, man. And, like, we can lower the crime rate, man, and we can do more positive, constructive things in the community. And I was like, what? Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's my office right there. He's like, yo, here's my business card. He's like, yeah, man, I'll be down here. Like, I'm neutral. Like, I just, I'm down here and I talked to, and he started naming all these different gangs, names, like these people on the streets that I knew and shit. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, in fact, we're having a meeting, man, in like 15 minutes. If you want to come with me, man, it's right over there at the library. It's like people from the community, man. It's a town hall meeting and shit. We're going to be talking about what's going on the streets. I was sold. I was like, yo, man, this dude is directing forward. You know what I'm saying? And on the up and up, man, he took me into his office, man. There was like gang graffiti. Like, they had the shit mapped out in the city. He had a grant. Like, he had money from like the city, and they were decoding like gang graffiti. Like, they had it looked like hieroglyphics, and they had like a computer database, and it showed what all these different gang sets were talking about and shit. It was all like the language of the streets. I was like, yo, this shit is ultra. And, yeah, Yeah, man, so I used to bring gangs together, man, and I had money from the city to organize different events, man, to help kids, youth, young adults, and adult gang members work shit out, man. Oh, scam likely? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for showing me that there's a scam likely fucking call, you stupid piece of shit tech fucking company that's supposed to be so smart. We're so smart. We're a tech telecom. Fucking Jakes. Fucking chumps. Probably friends of Nancy Pelosi fucking chumps. So I'm just saying, man, I talked about this before. Why would your fucking device show you or tell you that a scam is likely? If it's a scam, don't even bother me with the shit. Don't even fucking show me. Okay? I'm not going to answer a goddamn fucking number that I don't recognize. First and fucking foremost. Period. Like, I'm not going to pick up. There's even some, like, statistic out right now that Americans don't even answer the fucking phone anymore because there's so many robocalls. If I don't fucking know you, man, if I see some fucking number, I'm just going to be like, nah, fuck that. Dismiss the shit. So if it says scam likely, just don't even show it to customers, man. Fucking stupid ass telephone fucking companies. These people are rejects, dude. Fucking spastics. Fucking stupid fucking spastics. So, yeah, so I worked in gang intervention, man. And when I see these kids now, man, how they sag their pants with the skinny jeans and shit. And they be doing all these, like, hand gestures in their videos. And they be copycatting each and every, other person who does all that shit with their little waving of the hands like they got guns and stuff. But it's like hand, like gun gestures and maneuvers and shit. Motions. I'm just like, yo, man, first of all, why don't y'all just pull up your britches, man? Just pull up your trousers, Pull up your fucking trousers, your pants. Get a belt, man. And if you got a belt, like, cinch it up, man, and just kind of like latch it. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here's another fucking spam fucking fool. Dismissed. Don't know your number, dude. Not gonna answer. Fucking clown. Oh, let's see. What am I gonna do with my life on planet Earth? Well, I don't have anything else better to do other than to try to harass people and bother them over the cellular networks. So I'm just going to robocall some people randomly and see if somebody picks up and will listen to me because I'm such a lonely douchebag. I'm such a lonely douchebag. I have nothing better to do other than to call with some robocall shit. I mean, dude, that's a lonely, dark life of gloom, darkness, and misery. You're sitting around and you have software and you're just like, let's see if someone picks up, man. I don't have any friends or anyone to talk to, so I'm going to be a robocaller. And then hopefully someone will pick up one day and then they'll buy my story about their vehicle warranty expiration. It's like, dude, how fucking lonely and desperate and fucked up are you? In that's your life. Calling people, man, and pretending like you're a vehicle warranty fucking company. Like, wow, you have to be a serious piece of fucking work, man. You have to be a serious piece of fucking shit on this planet to be doing that shit. I mean, seriously, dude. And when they call, they have the whole room of people doing it too. You can hear, and they make it sound like it's all like, they make it sound all like legit. And it's like, dude, I don't have any of the vehicle warranty shit that you're talking about. Like, man, don't let me fucking find out where you guys are located. Like, man, because, dude, I will use computer, like, I will go on the offensive in cyber, okay? I will go cyber offensive, and I will tap your shit, okay, with computers, and, like, find that shit, okay? And your computers will not work anymore. They will be rendered inoperable. Do not fucking play that shit with me, dude, okay? calling me, telling me some shit about some vehicle warranty shit that I've never fucking had? That I've never had? Man, fuck your life, man. Fuck your whole shit existence. If you're on some fucking vehicle warranty expired shit. Robocalling people. Why don't these people just go and get real fucking jobs? You know, get a job answering phones in some office. Fucking work in a warehouse, man. Deliver packages. You know, drive a fucking school bus. I don't know, write some content for some, blog for someone else. Become a personal assistant. Become a fucking personal fucking trainer. You know, help kids, volunteer your time, help seniors. What the fuck are these people doing, man, on this planet with this scam shit? Man. Fuck, Jesus. So, but, the world of thuggery, man, just that whole thug persona, like, yeah, I'm sagging my pants. You see my underwear, my boxers, and then my Jordans, and then it's like I'm doing my hand waving gestures on my, videos, like I got a gun, but it's not really a gun. It's just my hand waving and, pea shooting, in my rap video. It's like, dude, and then I've got auto-tune on top of it to, make it sound like I sound cool. Auto-tune doesn't even sound cool, man. It doesn't even sound cool. It sounds cornball. When I hear auto-tune, I'm like, why would this person use auto-tune? Just use your real voice. Because I think you sound cornball. You sound stupid, dude. And that's the other thing, is some of these raps that you hear, some of these dudes would sound dope. Some of these dudes had a hockaloogie. Hockaloogie. Is it loogie or loogie? Hockaloogie. Loogie. Had a hockaloogie. Loogie? Loogie. I think it's loogie. Had a hockaloogie. Because if we said loogie, is it hockaloogie? I don't remember which one it is. Semantics. But yeah, man, some of these fucking jakes, if they just use their real actual voices, that's the whole trip behind it, man. It's like, just use your own fucking voice, fool, because it's sometimes that close to sounding dope. But then when they turn on the auto-tune, you're like, oh my God, this is so dumb. I can't even listen to you anymore. Ever again. I'm tuned out. I will never listen to your shit ever again. I'm so turned off by your fucking auto noise. It's so just ridiculous, dude. And it makes me think that you're not right upstairs, dude. You ain't dealing with the full deck, man. You ain't developed your artistry to the point of understanding that shit is dumb in the first place. Like what? Like using that shit tells me, man, that you lack musical understanding and musical knowledge, man. It just really does, dude. I'm like, okay, I just want to hear some lyrics. Then it's like, me, drip, diamonds, street dipping, fucking his bed with the money and give you yeah, auto-tune, yeah, I'm so hard and I'm rolling in my ride, my boys. I'm just like, oh my God, you're a fucking cornball. Dude, your shit is so corn. You're just a corn waver, dude. And they don't stop, dude. They're not gonna stop, until they're out of business. Until they just, they don't have an audience anymore, and then they just realize, one day they, have an epiphany, it, clicks, paradigm shift, whoa, dude, I'm listening back on my tracks that I used to think were fresh, and, God, I sound like a cornball. Yeah, dude, you do, and you always fucking did, because that's the problem with these kids, man. They're misguided. They don't have mentors. They don't have anyone there to be like I didn't have an older brother to tell me all the shit that I should have known. My dad was never around. I had an uncle, and he would school us and tell us stuff. But, on the streets, I didn't have, an older brother on the streets, schooling. I mean, there were, OGs that were above me, older gang dudes. They'd be like, this is how you do this is how you do that. But that was limited, I mean, cats would get locked up, you know what I'm saying, or just be out of area and shit. You just had to figure it out for yourself. Just observing, watching humans. And so, yeah, man, I mean, real talk, like real shit, you know. I just hope that with like what I do, that like I reach like the youth, man, when like young adults, like 18 on up, when they hear, you know, my podcast, man, they hear me like talking about the gang shit. You know, I want everyone to know, man, I don't glorify it. Like I don't, you know, because dude, it's a dark world, man, when you get into that gang shit, man, that gang life. So what I do is I use it as a tool to draw in the audience, you know. They're like, man, this dude said that he's Bloods. Well, I have been, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have been fucking straight up Bloods gang, and it's not good. Like, don't go down that path if you're thinking about joining up with the gang. And that's the other thing, man. You see these dudes in these videos, I get it. It's entertainment. It's like cops and robbers. It's a video. You can play a role, right? But that don't mean that you need to go out and become a Blood or become a Crip, because you see, when we were young, man, the West Coast was fucking popping. Not in a good way. It was popping in a fucking dark way. And so these movies came out, man, Colors. And it was right around the time, man, the gang started to migrate. Fucking goddamn robocaller. How many have there been since I've been on the podcast? Fucking douchebag. I swear, man, some motherfuckers out there, they be listening to the podcast and they're like, I'm going to robocall because I'm a douche. Yeah, you are a fucking douche. Bag. Boy. That's my Flavor Flav impression with a little bit of oomph in it. On top of Flavor Flav's boy. Shout outs to Flavor Flav and Chuck D. It's funny, man, seeing like Chuck D nowadays playing golf on like golf courses with like white folks. Because back in the day, he was all like Black Power and shit. But now he's like, you know, now he's just like cooling. Shout outs to them dudes who used to be black, pro-black, like militant, but ain't anymore. Because it was like really good entertainment back in the day. And like pretty serious, but now it's just Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I like Public Enemy, man. Public Enemy's dope. Public Enemy #1. Hey, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Was one of the tightest albums of all time. If y'all ain't hip to Public Enemy, go and listen to the Public Enemy albums, man. You'll be thoroughly entertained. That shit was crazy. He said, Chuck says, I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. They wanted me for the army or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. Yo, I was in high school, actually junior high school, going into high school, and I was like, this nigga just said, I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they was suckers. They wanted me for their army or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. I was like, what? So imagine impressionable youth like I was at the time. I'm just saying, man, those albums were heavy. Yo, Bum Rush the Show. They had the Bum Rush the Show. What was My Uzi Weighs a Ton. They had the Uzi Weighs a Ton. They had Night of the Living Bassheads. Night of the Living Bassheads. They had Night of the Living Bassheads. They had 911 was a joke. 911 is a joke in your town. I get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. Oh my goodness. That shit is fucking Smithsonian mint. So, but you know what I'm saying? It was a different time, man. And, you know, the youth of today just gotta cool out, man. Y'all gotta quit gangbanging, man, for real. Peace it up. World peace, man. It's better for you to just get a job, really, than it is for you to thug and sell dope. Because look, man, this is a message to y'all niggas out here, y'all youngsters, y'all young and even middle-aged and old gangbangers, man. Listen, Listen, you sell that dope, you have that money up to your ear in that video and shit, or maybe you ain't even on the video level. Maybe you curb serving. Maybe you on the stoop. Maybe you on that corner, on that block and shit. You know, you at that trap spot. You know, you think you got all them like Benjamins and shit and dead presidents, man? You get hamped up, that shit's gone, bro. All that shit you doing, first of all, man, you're killing off your community, man. You're making your community a dark place for the future. Okay? You're making your shit dark for the future. So basically, you're transporting yourself into a hell realm. If you want to go to hell, man, you on the pathway. You know, you're working toward it right now. You know, you like to see movies, man? Watch the movie Hellraiser. I'm telling you straight up. You're contributing to the downfall of your community, and in the future, when you see what your community looks like when it's burned out because you helped burn out your community and there ain't nothing there but a wasteland, man, that don't look good. So you don't want to do that with your town. Alright? You don't want to do that with your town. And nowadays, it's Orwellian. It's eye in the sky type shit, man. It's mass surveillance. So there's a really good chance that they're going to get you. They're going to catch you, and you're going to be arrested, man. And all that shit that you're doing out there, man, you're going to end up in P-ville. You know what P-ville is? P as in Papa, P-ville. It's prison. Or J-town. You know J? As in like jump up Jordans? J-town is jail. So you're going to go to jail and or prison. You're going to lose all that time in your life, man, when you could have been in school, you could have been working, building your credit, you know what I'm saying, stacking real money that the government ain't going to take away. So you're better off just getting a job, man. Get you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs. I got 6 jobs. What does he say, Kevin Gates? Hold up, we going to look this up. I swear this cat, Kevin Gates, say he got 6 jobs. Check out. Hold up. I got 6 jobs video. I Don't Get Tired, song by Kevin Gates. He says, I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. Some shit like that. Look, man, shout outs to Kevin Gates. I don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? Rap video song. That shit is inspirational, man. That's on some anthem shit. That's what y'all youngsters need to be doing, man. It's just working jobs, building y'all's credit. Stay away from the gang shit, man. Don't be afraid to be like, y'all, man, I ain't gang. I'm on some neutral shit. Like, I ain't out here in this gang shit. When you see niggas wilding out, man, if it look like it ain't safe, just leave, man. Just walk away from that shit. You ain't got to be around that shit to be... Look, man. Look, you ain't got to be around people, man. Like, you know, if you're someone, like, you don't need to be accepted around people, man. You don't need to be accepted. You can do your own path, man. You can be a bookworm. Hang out at the library, man. Read books and go to work and make money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go to the public library, man, you can learn stuff on the internet, man. You can take classes for free. There are a lot of websites, man. Just type free classes, free courses. And you can study, man, at colleges and universities, man, for free. You can audit courses at top universities. And then you can go and you can apply for jobs. And when you're interviewed, you can tell them what you learned online and you can demonstrate that for them. Like, well, I learned this online. This is what I learned through this course that I took, man. And you could get you jobs, man, without even having to pay for college in a lot of different instances. So you ain't need to be part of no gangs, man. You ain't need to do any type of crime, any type of dirt. You don't need to rob people. You don't need to steal. You don't need to do anything like that, man. And it feels good to have a job, man, and to get paid, you know? And sometimes it might not be much money, but at least it's money where you gonna pay taxes, man, and you gonna get a refund check. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna build your credit. So then at some point you got a credit card, you know, and the system knows that you're legit, and you could go and you could get something on credit, man. You just swipe your credit card even if you ain't got enough money in the bank account at the time, man, and they let you pay it down. You know, you could go and get you a little cash advance or whatever, buy you something that you want, you know, that you always wanted, man, and just keep stacking dough. So, you know, that's what Once or Grove be about, man. Positivity, man. I'm on that positive energy vibe, wavelength, frequency, man. I'm all about positivity, man, and keeping it uplifted and on the up and up. 495L4. That's what we're about, man. Positive energy. You know, world peace, for real. Now, I understand Not all these countries are gonna lay down their weapons and shit. It ain't gonna be some beautiful utopia, per se, necessarily. That's called altruism. Okay, that's altruism. That's the belief or philosophy or notion, thought, that there can be this society in which everyone just gets along, and can't we all just get along? What I mean? It's not realistic. So, at least not on this timeline, not right now, because of the way people think. Some people, man, they still think in a very medieval way. They're very primal, very primitive, and it's all about them, and like Neanderthal, like knuckle dragon, like me, man, me, want, me, for me only, I am man, only me, mine, I take, me, for me, only. It's all self-centeredness, man. Conceit, arrogance. These are primitive ways of thinking, man. It's not even tribal. It's all about the self. It's all about just for that person, and greed and jealousy and envy and all this kind of shit. Those are primitive ways of thinking, man. If you have those thoughts, like you see some woman and you're like, oh, that man has that woman, I want that woman. If you think that way, that's primitive, man. That's that other person's relationship, man. There are billions of people in the world, man. You can find someone just like that. You don't need that other person's relationship, man. It's a primitive way of thinking, man. Those thoughts and feelings of jealousy, you don't need that, man. You got to change the way you think, man. You got to program your mind to think differently. You got to be like, yo, I see that person in that relationship. That's that person's relationship. I'm going to go get me my own relationship. I could do well just like that. Yeah. You don't need to desire other people's things, man. And that's what a lot of young people do, man. They get caught up in all these like love triangles and all these like messed up relationships and stuff, sleeping around, the promiscuous, lifestyle, sleeping with all these different people, man. You don't need to get caught up in that world, man. Just keep your thoughts pure. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy, eat healthy, stay fit, work out, exercise, live a good, healthy lifestyle, man. And yeah, man, that's what we do. And that's what we be about. And that's what we stay about. I'm Once to Grove. Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. One.